Hey, what's up, y'all? Tommy B here from This Is the G Podcast. Castropolis.net needs your help to reach 2025. Donate $25. That's $25 for 2025. Get it? Every penny counts. Head over to Castropolis.net to donate. Thanks for listening, and thanks for your support.
This is the G Podcast with your host, Tommy B.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 242 of This Is the G Podcast. Yes. Back in the building. You know, I can't believe it. For the first time in recorded history, they're talking about a month without rain, possibly in the ATL. I can't believe it. And I'm kind of happy, man. I like this time of year, so, you know, we'll catch up. Oh, we should have already had enough this year anyway. Georgia versus Texas mania is everywhere as we tape. Vi, I know I'm going to ask you. I'm coming to you about it. So think about it. Because as we tape, we don't know the verdict because we tape before all these games. So when it does come out, we'll know who was right and wrong. Okay. Falcons at the top of the NFC South. And again, they play Seattle this weekend. So we don't know. We won't have the results until afterwards. But interesting season, man. I just got to say that. And but by the time you hear this podcast, the results will be in. Just letting you know. And can y'all believe it, man? The G Podcast, This Is the G Podcast, is in its sixth year, number 6. Yes, that's crazy. Some come and go. We just keep on chugging along like the little engine that could. Yeah. Yeah. What was the movie with Damon Wayans when he told the little boy the little engine? Sergeant.
The military one.
The military one.
Major Payne.
When he was telling that story, I was like, damn, okay. Each week we do news, politics, pop culture, that piping hot tea with the one and only Tanya B. Tanya B, what's up, y'all? What's up, Tanya B?
Well, I'm here.
He is here, the country commentator. He is everywhere. So many places. So many places to go. Bye.
Cosmopolitan.
Holding babies, holding puppies, holding women.
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time.
Not at the same time.
Thank you.
That would be somebody else that we talk about on the show. But anyway, we're not gonna go there. Talib Shabazz, the brain, is in the building.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Yes, what's up, Talib? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm great. This was a fantastic week.
Good. You in Antarctica, man?
Just no hat this week. So
had to flip the hoodie.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm not quite ready to spend money for natural gas quite yet. You know what I mean?
Man. Hey, you know what? Let me say this, man. Don't turn it on yet. Yeah. It feels good. Open the window.
Exactly.
No.
No.
Let that fresh air come in, y'all.
No.
We're not gonna do that.
Make sure you got a screen, though. Make sure you got a screen.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay, fine.
Jesus.
Definitely not fine. Don't let that window up.
No.
All right, y'all. Hey, before we get started, y'all, let's go ahead and do this. Another loss this week. Here we go.
Former Atlanta radio personality and comedian Wanda Smith has passed away. She was 58. Smith hosted the Frank and Wanda morning show with Frank Ski on V103. She worked with local radio personality Ryan Cameron, and prior to both of those stints, I had the pleasure of working with her on the wake-up show known as Mike and Carol in the Morning, also on V103. Smith appeared in films including Medea Goes to Jail and Medea's Witness Protection. She supported a number of local charities, even starting her own with a focus on mentoring girls. On a personal note, I can tell you Wanda Smith was one of the kindest and most generous people I've ever worked with.
I will say this: rest in power, Wanda Smith, and to your fans, to your family. Definitely, I had a chance to work with Mike and Carol and also Derek Harper. Derek was the one that pulled her in, gave her radio start with the Mike and Carol show. Rest in power. Rest in power. And as of our taping, man, we're 17 days away from Election Day. and early voting is booming. And if you can see, if you're watching the podcast, I've got my I voted today, and let me tell you, 15 minutes. How was your Tanya B? You voted, right?
It took me 6 minutes and called Dougie Fresh. I was done. I went on the 15th in the afternoon. Couldn't believe it. One person in line in front of me.
Yeah, I went on a Saturday morning in Henry County, and it was 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, and very smooth, very efficient, no hiccups. Vi, did you vote? Have you voted yet?
I voted Monday.
Okay, yeah. I thought I saw the pic.
I vote Monday when the voting started on Tuesday.
Damn, she busted him.
What she said? I was sidetracked. Let's talk to somebody. What did she say?
That's what you get for talking to somebody else during the show. Pay attention.
I don't get a comeback degree.
No, she said, how you vote on Monday when early voting started on Tuesday? That's
I
what
voted
she said.
Tuesday then. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Trump said vote November the 6th.
By trying to be like Trump.
I thought it was January. Okay.
Oh, my God.
I voted the first day of April.
Okay, that's it. Say that.
Did
which was Thursday.
Say that, Donald. Okay.
My phone.
Hey, man. I'm 6-0. Give me a break.
There you go. Okay.
Man, I'm older than you. You stop. That's no excuse. Don't.
Hey, time out. Go to the corner.
Next topic.
Everybody
vote.
To leave.
Vote.
If you had a chance, I mean, we'll get to you. Let's move on. Let's move on. Come on.
Actually, I will say I'm actually participating in the DJ at the polls this year.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Nice.
I haven't figured out. They haven't let me know what location I'll be at, but yes, I will be. Yeah, exactly. Wherever I'm at, there's going to be a party.
Cool. Very cool. I'll be there. As of this taping, though, y'all, they're over 1 million. So I got to give it up to Georgia, man.
Over 1 million.
1 million.
Wow.
And you know, you got the clowns in Fulton County attempting this. Here we go, but they shut it down. Here we go.
A Fulton County Superior Court judges ruled county election officials cannot delay or decline election result certification. Judge Robert McBurney said timely certification is mandatory. Julie Adams, a Republican member of the Fulton County Election Board, is one of 5 members on the board and refused to certify results in the May primary. She maintained that she should have the right to do it again if she believes results are incorrect.
Nope, not today, insurrectionist. Not today.
Shit, y'all there. What y'all scared of?
You know what they're scared of.
You know, girl, bye. You just say, girl, bye.
You know. Tanya B announced this a few weeks ago, y'all, but it's official. The announcement was made. Tanya B, how you get that? Who you?
What I do. That's what I do. Yes.
But anyway, they announced it officially this week. The mayor just got the news.
He out there trying to fill potholes. We don't talk about him.
Well, here we go. Here's the clip.
Atlanta will be the site of the 2023 Super Bowl. It's the second time that Mercedes-Benz Stadium will host the big game. The NFL made the announcement Tuesday. Commissioner Roger Goodell had a lot of praise for the Benz.
The technology, the comfort for fans, the experience that you get when you come to that stadium is really extraordinary.
And Kamala is everywhere, y'all.
It's being called a testy interview. Vice President Kamala Harris appeared on Fox News Channel Wednesday after a rally with over 100 Republican officials in Pennsylvania. This was Harris's first time on Fox News. While on the conservative channel, the conversation included discussions about border security and immigration. Earlier this year, former President Trump opposed a bipartisan measure that was the most aggressive border security bill in decades. It would have included the hiring of 1,500 additional Customs and Border Protection agents and an additional 1,600 asylum officials. Brett Baer is the chief political anchor for Fox News and got this response from Harris.
This election in 20 days will determine whether we have a president of the United States who actually cares more about fixing a problem, even if it is not to their political advantage in an election, because there was a solution, Brett.
A new Fox News poll shows Trump ahead of Harris nationally by 2 points.
Is it me, or does Brett Baer look like Kenneth Copeland? I mean, I thought, what's she doing? What's she doing on the 700 Club?
He looks like the old Catherine Kuhlman is what he looks like. But can I say one thing, Tommy B? I know this is a very testy interview and all of this stuff, and Kamala's been everywhere from the Breakfast Club to the Shade Room to Fox News. But with this whole Fox thing, and maybe I missed the memo. Correct me if I'm wrong. Why did she not talk about how she sat down and met with the children that Dump had separated from their parents when he went down to the border, being all, we're not paying for the border, back in his reign, that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, I remember.
Talk about that. What those children are still traumatized to this day. You can't tell me they're not. And some of them, from what I was reading, families have still not been completely reunited. And that was something he did. That is, you always inherit somebody else's problems.
Well, let's hang tight because I want to answer that. I want to give at least my opinion. I'm sure the other panelists have their opinion too, but we'll get to that. One last thing on the international front. We haven't talked about it in a few weeks, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Here we go.
Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas, has been killed by Israeli forces. He is considered the mastermind of the October 7th, 2023 attack on Israel that triggered the war in Gaza. The Israeli Defense Forces said almost immediately after a statement was released by a government official that Sinwar had been, quote, eliminated. The U.S. is expected to now intensify its push for a ceasefire and the return of hostages.
Yes, let's get this thing over. That's all I got to say. I'm going to move on. If anybody else has anything, let's hold off to the end of the show. But I got to say, Talib, that was for you. Because I know you got a comment. I know you got something. But anyway, I just hope they can move on and get this thing done. Okay. I know we got serious news, but I want to mention this week because it's hot. Okay. But I do want to mention this. I want to get the sports folks. I mean, everybody, including you, Tanya B. But I lived in Dallas for 7 years. Okay. And I witnessed a few Super Bowls while I was there. I think the last one they won was in 1996. And man, the NFL owners were in town this week. Jerry Jones was here, and Jerry does a call-in thing on a station in Dallas. I think it's the Fan, and he went off on the Dallas station when they asked him. Said, basically in a general, just to kind of sum up the question, why did the Cowboys suck? Why y'all didn't do anything in the offseason? And I gotta ask the panel, is it time for America to move on from the Cowboys and this quote unquote America's team? All the primetime games they get, we gotta put up with them on Thanksgiving, the pomp and circumstance. I dread seeing, all these Thursday night games they get, Monday night, Thanksgiving, all this. Can these networks stop force feeding us Cowboys failure? That's all I got to say, because some teams, it's like they haven't won a Super Bowl, since the 90s. They haven't won just a few playoff games, but just for the sake of our sanity, because they got blown out. I mean, it was just embarrassing. I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah. I mean, the game, what was it? They got beat by 38 points?
Yeah, linemen playing wide receivers.
Yes, Detroit embarrassed them. It was embarrassing. So, I mean, I'll go to you, Vi, first. I mean, is it time for the networks? Because, the networks have a they jump on a narrative. Just like this year, the Jets is the narrative, or before, because this was Aaron Rodgers' big comeback year. Guess what? It ain't working, And they've been on this big Cowboys thing, Dak Prescott, highest paid player in the NFL, and they get beat by 38 points. They're bad games to watch. They're not even entertaining. But go to you, Vi.
Well, if you care about America's team being a winning team, the answer is yes. But if you care about only ratings, the answer is no. Because the Cowboys still draw big ratings. Like on First Take, I got sick at first. I said, wow, we're going to spend the whole show talking about the Cowboys? I got to listen to 2 hours talking about the Cowboys, how bad they lost. First Take.
And I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about them now. But I want to end it.
My point is, I just told you, until the ratings go down, the answer's going to be no. I mean, we're sick of it, but for some reason, people love watching the Cowboys.
They just love the misery. Is it just the hatred? People like to hate them so much? It's like watching them suffer.
The ratings must be high because they spent 2 hours talking about the Cowboys.
Yes.
So, yeah. I'm going to say no.
It ain't getting any better.
I'm going to say no because of the ratings. Yes, if you want to see a good team.
Okay. Tanya B, you got your hand up. Or you on mute?
Yeah, I'm just like, I would say, pay me for my pain if I have to watch another Dallas game. But my thing is, that ship has sailed. They had their little, their moment in the 70s. They had their moment in the 90s. And it's just like, I don't know why in the Sam Hill, they even have a show on TV now about the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Anybody care? Not me. They can take the cheerleaders and the team and go over there and sit down in the corner with Tyrese, R. Kelly, and Neo. I'm done.
Okay, cool. What about you, Talib? Any thoughts?
I'll take the cheerleaders.
Oh, but you're trying to go to jail.
Oh no, they legal.
Exactly. And they would be willing. If they're not willing,
they'll put you over the wall.
Hey, Tanya B. All he needs is willing and legal. That's
right. I mean, I'm the perfect wingman.
Okay, DJ.
Is she breathing? Is she breathing on her own? Okay, cool.
Liza Nelly breathing on her own. Jane breathing on her own, but you ain't trying to smash that, are you?
Okay, but so let's apply that to the Dallas Cowboys. Do they have a pulse? Do they have enough players? If they have enough players, then yeah. I mean, look, you're questioning Caucasian fragility, man. So, in this Cowboys.
Jerry Jones fragility.
Exactly.
Yeah, go ahead.
And he spent a lot of money. So what are you going to do, really?
But you know what I think? Here's the deal. I don't think Jerry, here's my philosophy or my take on it. I don't think Jerry cares really and truly. He does care. But as long as he can get these primetime games, as long as people are talking about him, and he's making money, which he is. This is the top franchise money maker, period, in the NFL. They make more money than any franchise. I think, $10 billion they're valued at? Nice. As long as they're valued at $10 billion, then he doesn't care. One last thing, and we got to move. Go ahead. One last thing.
He was hurt this time. He was on national radio, and he was butthurt. He threatened to fire that guy. He said, you keep on talking. I'll find somebody else to answer the right question. Yeah. Believe me, that guy, he thought he was kidding. And Jerry said, I'm not kidding. That guy whole tone changed.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, damn. Because he pays these stations to be, they're the franchise or
right.
They're the, what do you call it? They're the flagship.
Yeah,
for Cowboys.
He literally said, I will find somebody else to ask these questions. I said, okay.
Yeah, that was not the. It just shows how diabolical that dude is. Yeah, honestly, it's time to move on.
You know what my reaction would have been at that point?
I'd have shut him. I'd have shut him out. I'd have hung up.
Right, exactly. Oh, for real? Okay, well, I hope you leave in Dallas because you ain't gonna get no other job.
Hey, you know what? I got a contract.
Exactly. I'm really litigious. I'm very litigious. So try if you want to. I hope it's iron.
Oh, you know what? I went for the button, and damn, he was gone. Okay.
I hope it's ironclad.
All right, y'all, we're moving on. But I do. If you have any comments, I'd love. We got some fellas out there with that. Y'all feel the same way? I'd love to know. Okay. One more thing, and this is where, the point that you made, Tanya B., we can address it. Is this a good strategy for Kamala at this point to be going in the lion's den? I don't know. I think the Charlemagne interview was a friendly, with the exception of a couple of things. He didn't softball every question, but it was a friendly interview. He's already pretty much endorsed him. He has endorsed her.
Right.
But the Fox News situation, honestly, it's difficult to watch because he talks over her so much. She couldn't get anything in. And that's to your point, Tanya B. I don't think she could say anything because she had to navigate him talking. Every time he would ask a question and she tried to answer, he started talking, and she even got to the point. If you had a chance to watch it, it got to a point where she said, "If you would, let me answer the question." But I think I'll say this. She is impressive, just based on how she's come around since the announcement. She's really handling this. Even when I saw her, I don't know if you guys saw the clip where she got heckled, and she, she thinks on her feet. She told the heckler, "Hey, y'all are at the wrong, you're at the wrong rally. I think you meant to go to the smaller rally down the street, because they were both in the same city." I mean, my thing is, she's thinking on her feet a lot better. Whereas when she was with Charlemagne, if you recall, Tanya B, the first time, she did the Joe Biden, where Joe Biden just gets mad and he just blurts something out like, "Are you black?" I forgot what he said to Charlemagne that time, but does that kind of cover the point you were trying to make about?
I think so, yeah. And and then I guess to show that she's the homegirl from Oakland, and I love the dude that was on the on IG dispelling all those rumors about how she put all these men in jail and that whole thing. That was not true. They did some more fact checking, but the thing I like was she is, I think, trying to make herself relatable, on every avenue and street in minority America, not just Black America. She did something with the Israeli, I think it's Israeli women, but she's gone from, I said, from the Breakfast Club to Fox, and I mean, I didn't see the entire interview, but she stepped into the shade room, so she was she's everywhere. Last week it was what, "Call my daddy" or "Call me daddy." So I think she's trying to relate in any way she can. I know she's got that agenda for Black men, so I think in the 11th hour, interestingly enough, she's doing all of this. The other one can't stay awake, and he's canceling all of this stuff.
Can I make this observation?
Please.
I think COVID has hit
him again.
Trump, and the reason I say that is because as we taped yesterday, he got tired at an interview at his home,
and when he knocked out,
and had to end it early. You understand? I mean,
yeah.
Huh?
They knocked out that narcotic enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We have right now, when you look at all the appearances, the rallies, and the interviews, he's canceling not only the quote unquote, the enemy lines interviews, he's canceling a lot of the friendly interviews as well. Not only has he missed the 60 Minutes, there are a lot of interviews being canceled between now and Election Day, and people are wondering. And I don't, that's only speculation, but it just seems to me, and the fact that he won't release his his current health status, whereas Kamala Harris has already released her.
And remember what happened last time he did that? The former doctor got busted lying.
But you know what they said? I mean, and one of his people in his administration said he dictated.
Yeah, you could tell, the way, what the guy was supposed to say. Like, dude, was it worth it?
Yeah, he dictated what the report should say.
But I think also his team is trying to reel him in because he just usually rants all over and raves and plays music and dances and doesn't even take.
That's all he did. Yes.
He jumps around. He can't dance. And doesn't take questions from the audience. But the other thing I found that was interesting is that all the cease and desist, don't use my music. I think that's interesting. And I also think that all he really has in this corner is Elon Musk, another washed-up country singer, and nobody of note. And
the Village People, YMCA.
That's because they're trying to make money off of it. That's
a bunch of billionaires. He's got Kodak Black.
Well, all of these mentally ill rappers, they don't count, Tully. And even Amber Rose, well, she not even a rapper. The mentally ill. That's the why.
Well, Kodak Black, he pardoned.
Same thing with Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
If you got $250,000 for him, but it doesn't matter because they're all going back to jail anyway. But no, I heard Dump trying to read his speech, and man, he was struggling. He was struggling.
I think seriously, if it's not, it's something, because you keep in mind he's going to be, I think, as a candidate right now, because Biden has dropped out. He's the oldest candidate in the history of the presidency right now, and I think it's catching up with him. And he got on, I forgot whose show he was on. They were interviewing him. He said, he doesn't like Kamala. He wishes Biden was back. Yeah, he wishes Biden was back because she's kicking his ass. And in terms of appearances, and the energy is different, and people pick up on the difference in the energy. He wants Biden's energy because he can stay on that level, So Talib, you got anything you want to say?
I just wish that the Harris campaign would use Tim Walz more. I caught that part of the interview. Part of the town hall that he did a couple days ago, where he was using profane words, and I love that guy. You know what I mean? I think, like I said, I'm not, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm discounting where Harris is right now and who she is. Mm-hmm. But, I really think that in this election, she could take an opportunity to, empower the vice president more than she was empowered.
Yeah.
I think they're missing out on that. I think
but let me ask you though, Talib, do you think that's more the media coverage?
Not necessarily, because the appearances really have just kicked into high gear. You know what I mean? And you see that Cuba.
And when I say that, I mean you're not hearing about Walz's appearances because the Harris appearances are overshadowing what he.
That's what I'm saying.
His wife is doing appearances.
Right, I've seen where his wife was doing the appearances. I'm
not saying he's because he is making appearances. I'm just wondering if the media is just not, because they're doing stuff at the same time.
Highly possible, possible. But I've been really looking more for this as well. So I've been seeing what he's been doing and what he's been saying, not in all the little small outlets. I still haven't seen the Shade Room interviews and all this stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that. I don't think that they're not juicing. I don't think that they're juicing him enough.
Okay,
personally,
right. I'm gonna go to you, Vi.
Well, I think Kamala, I like what she did with Fox, but I don't think she should do another combative interview like that. When she's shown what she is winning the Lions Den, showing she can handle it, I don't think she need to do it anymore. Because I don't think what she going to get out of it, she keep doing it.
Yeah. Because those folks have already made their minds up.
Correct.
I think if she did it, Vi, and I agree with you, I don't think she should. Because
not anymore.
all she's doing is answering the media.
Right.
Because the media had concerns about whether or not she could do interviews.
And she showed that.
Yeah, she's already showed that. Then they started having concerns about her only doing friendly interviews. Now she's doing some combative. So, I think she's kind of meeting the media at their narrative. I'm going to go to you, Tanya B, real quick. Go ahead. Did you have something?
No, I just like Walz. He's the mind your damn business. I love that. I want a T-shirt. And he got me with that one. Thank you very much.
It's crazy for me, and this is why, I'm so sick of this whole MAGA insurrectionist thing. They're putting this fake news story out there about him molesting somebody, and I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's just something, it's just, this is why, it's hard to follow politics, and in a lot of cases, it's been out for a few weeks. I'm not even going to go into the details, but it's just some more shiggity that we have to deal with, and it's the kind of stuff where you can't even turn your television on right now because the ads are so bad. The ads are so bad that there are people who their family was actually a family member is being discussed in the ad, and they're coming out telling the Trump campaign, would you stop using my deceased family member in your ad? It is just basically again, redirecting the trauma when we've gotten over it. Now we got to relive it
I
again.
saw that. Yeah.
So, it's just so, I mean, and unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with it right up to Election Day.
It just shows you who he is. He only cares about himself. He don't care about nobody else.
It also shows you how quickly you can hit the mute button on your remote, too.
That's what I'm saying.
'Cause I know I can.
My ass off. Nope, don't want to hear it. All right, y'all. One last thing I want your thoughts on, and then we'll get into your takes for the week. Black men continue to be the focus, but in my opinion, it really isn't about the black men. It's about the white men. Because 20 to 30% is going to be, I guess, the folks who might go with Trump. And we've known that for a while. There's always been, I'm not saying that's a defection. That's just a selection. That's who these folks decide to vote for. But white men, we're looking at over 60%.
That's the problem.
So I really think that's the problem. Just like I had a problem and still have a problem with white women who vote against their interest, okay, and continue to, kind of, at the rallies, and one with Harris Faulkner. No, that's her name. What's her name? The Fox News black lady, Stepford wife, that's on Fox News. She had a town hall. She had a town hall. No, Talib, I said I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't name call.
Call her. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Does she look like a Stepford wife?
Big time, big time. All she needs.
Yeah, she's Stepford. Yeah.
Yeah, she's very.
Stepford.
I'm like, where did they get her?
It's like the eyes.
She stepped
the
out
eyes.
of the 60s. I'm telling you. She's got a Condoleezza Rice kind of glaze.
She does.
Yeah. It's like there's a glaze.
But
it's
she
like
looks like it's like the mechanism in her brain, the Stepford wife chip is malfunctioning.
Yes.
It's like, ooh.
The first time I saw her, I said, is everything, like some...
Can we trade her in and take back Tiger Woods?
I think we have.
Okay.
I don't know if we want Tiger back.
Wu-Tang took Tiger. The Chinese took Wu-Tang and Tiger Woods.
We don't want damage, cheating wife, Tiger back. Stay over there.
Well, I'll take Garth.
Waffle House.
I'll take Garth Brooks for 50.
I want Rachel.
Is she breathing? No, but anyway, go ahead, Tanya B.
Yeah, she's breathing. Actually, she's
down
breathing.
Trying to get her SNAP amount increased because somebody hacked her card.
Oh Lord, here we go. All right, Tanya B, you got any thoughts on that? Go ahead. On the black men.
Like let's just put that. It's almost like some of them. It's black men, like you said, and white men. It's like your testosterone is severely misplaced and for all the wrong reasons. And I'm like, okay, well, let's take, for instance, there's that young girl that has a commercial that says her stepfather was molesting her at the age of 12. He got her pregnant. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if that was your wife, sister, mother, daughter, godchild, what would you do? And how would you have reacted? It's like I think people that do that are people that are, to some degree, just very misinformed.
Okay.
And that's very dangerous. So y'all need to get a book or, just come down off your macho high horse. Mm-hmm. Because some of these same men that would not vote for Kamala, I bet you in the booth, in the back, in the corner, in the dark, they would probably say they wouldn't vote for Joe either.
Yeah, I got you. Last thing with you, Vi, you had your hand up.
My thing is, I understand we got some black men, but majority of the black men are voting for Kamala. So while Republicans is hampering on that, won't we talk to the black men who are voting for Kamala and see what they say?
Yeah.
Okay, we're never going to have 100%.
No.
Never. It's the same way with the women. All black women not voting for Kamala. So all black men not going to vote for Kamala. So why are we making a big deal out of it? You have more black men vote for Kamala than that's not. So concentrate on the ones, let the ones who's going to vote, let them speak. I'm tired of hearing the ones who ain't going to vote for. I want to hear the ones who are going to vote for.
Yeah. So, well, I'm pointing to I voted because as of today, I went to vote today. I know you voted by, a lot of the brothers I know, Talib is heavily involved, in voting in the campaigns. So my whole point is, I think most of the black men I talk to and our brothers, our friends on our big text chain that we do by, we talk. I mean, we know what's up. We know what's going on. And when I've ever run into, I've known, because I've been, heavily involved with politics and the whole process over the years. we've all known black Republicans. I mean, I used to, let me say this, Bob, when I used to run radio stations, we had a show for black Republicans, on an urban radio station. We had, of course, 99% Democrat. Yeah. But we had an opportunity for them to come on. And most of the stuff they talked about was more economics. It was about most of the brothers who, like, you hear 50 Cent. He came on, he was talking about the tax breaks. A lot of the, like, the high profile black men, if they are voting or were voting for Trump or any other Republican, they look at it from, hey, you know what? He cut my taxes. And it's crazy. They look beyond, what is it? The situations where humanity's involved, and they look at it purely from a money standpoint, So, I mean, I respect whoever people want to vote for. But in this whole Trump scenario, it's a different story. MAGA, to me, is not your typical Republican, to the point where if someone told me they were voting and they were MAGA, I would tell them, unfriend me. I don't want to deal with you. If they say, well, I'm Republican, I'm a longtime Republican, I've been in politics, okay, cool, I can deal with that. But if the whole Trump craziness and all that, just unfriend me.
Bro, I'm worse than you.
Don't follow me.
I'm worse than you. Soon as you tell me, soon as I hear I'm voting for Trump, there's nothing to discuss. What?
Yeah.
Really? And then when you see me unfree you, you know why? Because I understand that you're not a racist. I understand you like things he's saying, but you still put him in office.
Yeah, if you're still out there pimping for him,
no.
If you're still out there making excuses for his behavior, unfriend me. Just go on ahead.
That's all I'm saying.
Unfriend me. Don't hit me up.
Like the guys,
don't hit me up.
What they say,
For real.
I'm not racist, but then stop having racist tendencies.
Then quit supporting racists.
Right. Oh no, stop. We don't have to have a conversation, anything anymore. Just know we're not friends.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't speak to me when you see me in public. I won't speak to you. I want to acknowledge you. You want to acknowledge me. So we're just done. And this has been a difficult period for the country. And when you look at the negativity, and I'm not saying this from a traditional politics standpoint. That's always going to be there. I'm not going around the traditional politics. This is very untraditional, very dangerous, and crazy. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to have anything to do with it. Let's move on. I'm going to go Tanya B. What you got for the week? Your big takeaway?
My big takeaway?
Or your big takeaways. What you got for the week?
Wow. Okay, I'll be real quick. As quick as I can be. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Anybody care? Not me. Shout out to those who are getting in. But at the end of the day, you know what? Look, this is so unimportant. They got to stream it on Disney Plus. That should tell you something. And they're only throwing it on network TV New Year's Day when nobody's watching TV anyway.
I noticed they moved it from HBO to Disney.
Yeah, now Disney Plus. Okay.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not. I mean, people that have kids that watch. Anyway.
Keep going.
Listen to this 2024. We were talking about 50 Cent. It's interesting, he's got the show Power based on the Detroit, the Flannery brothers, Southwest T and Big Meech. Big Meech is out of jail. And he'll be in a halfway house for 5 years, so I don't think you'll be seeing him on the show Power, where his son portrays him. But I thought that was very interesting. And also that, all this hoopla this week about 50 Cent getting this Las Vegas residency. Oh, he's getting $15 million. That's chump change for Vegas, and he's only doing 6 shows. So a lot of this Vegas residency stuff is a lot of smoke and mirrors. Sometimes, like Jodeci residence was 2 weekends. That does not a residency make. Jay-Z has I guess, kind of been like a skunk and sprayed his territory of being able to produce the NFL halftime show for some time to come. And, I heard Ashanti might be pregnant again, y'all, already in less than a year. So I guess that their little reality show is going to really be something. Between Nelly.
How old is she?
Pardon me?
How old is she?
43. Well, when you got money, you can do IVF all day long.
Yeah, that's true.
And, T.I. and Tiny have a son named King, and I think King might have been exposed to some free radicals or something along that line. King stays in trouble, fighting at the Waffle House, assault, guns, drugs, speeding. warrants in 3 counties, and that girl is carrying his baby. Definitely got the booby prize, but I don't know what T.I. and Tiny can do for him. But I think he need to go to jail and just be scared straight, because apparently he seems to always, get out of stuff. And if his parents keep paying for his way out of stuff, then shame on them. And I just gotta say, shout out. I'm wearing my pink again for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You may remember back in the 90s, there was this MTV BJ BET hostess Ananda Lewis. She was the fly girl of that time. And then she had her own talk show for a while, and she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She thought she could, naturalize her way. I'm going to change my diet and get more sleep. Well, now she's in stage 4. It has metastasized, and keep her in prayer. They've given her 3 years max to live, and she's only like 51.
Wow.
So it's important that she refused treatment. She could have gotten the tumor taken out in stage 1. So I know, there's a fear and just the shock of hearing those words. But whether you're male or female, because men get it too, please, go get that checkup. If you have a family history, it's so important. You can save your own life and the life of your children.
All right, you got anything else, Tanya B? I'm going to go to Vi.
Oh.
No, that's okay. Let's go to Vi.
No, can I just say one thing really?
Go ahead, one thing real quick.
One thing. People have been giving Serena Williams shade about her appearance with it is kind of janky and the bad makeup, but I just want to wish her well, because she had a tumor the size of a grapefruit removed from her neck. So she's got some health issues going on. So, cut her some slack, y'all.
Yeah, good stuff. Go ahead, Vi.
I'm going to talk about this pastor named Keon Henderson, the Shaq ex-wife husband. Now, I'm not a scholar in the Bible. I do read it. I do profess to be a Christian. But when I hear a pastor tell his church, don't give money to the homeless because you're not going to get your blessing. Give your money to the church. You're going to get your blessing. Yeah. And then he tried to clean it up and said, I'm not saying don't give your money to them. I'm just saying if you give them the money, you're not going to get your blessing. You get your blessing from the church. Now, to me, I've been saying that for many months and years. Why don't you just call yourself a spiritual speaker? So you definitely.
Why don't you just call yourself a Pharisee?
What I'm saying is, just call yourself a spiritual speaker, because you're not a pastor. A pastor help people. Like I said, I'm not a scholar, but in the Bible it clearly says, give to the unfortunate. You don't give to get blessings. You give to help that person.
But Vi, come on, Vi.
For him to say,
Vi, that whole prosperity thing.
No.
It's been off the chain.
My thing
for
is,
a while,
listen, Baker.
Yeah.
I don't believe in
when
pastors.
You said my last name.
No, I'm sorry. I don't believe in pastors. I believe in God, and I say with Jesus Christ. What I mean by that, I understand a church need money to run. Yeah. And I don't mind you talking to it maybe once a month or twice a month. What turns me off, if I go to a church and all you talk about prosperity, I pay my taxes, then I won't come to you no more. Because like I said, I don't go to church to learn about money.
Well, let me say this, Vi. I agree with you. I mean, I think that's why I'm just saying, don't call yourself a pastor. You're a Pharisee.
Right.
Done deal.
Pharisee, spiritual speaker. I'm saying you can be. My thing is,
you know what I'm saying.
My thing is, you can be a spiritual speaker, know the Bible, talk about the Bible, talk about God, but talk about Jesus. But say that what you are.
But I'm gonna say, because we could go on and on and on back and forth. I'm gonna say this: that ain't Jesus. I'm gonna go to you, Tanya B. Hey, Tanya B. Real quick. Be real short, because I got to go to Toledo.
He's a popcorn pimp. That's all I got to say. Goodbye.
But that's what I'm saying. You're right. He's a Pharisee, spiritual speaker, whatever you want to call him. He definitely ain't talking for God. That's all I'm saying.
But people, I'm just gonna say this, and we got to go to Toledo to get his take for the week. But man, you know how it is, man. Some people want that. It's like playing the lottery, for them. I mean, let's call it what it is. It is. It's like playing the lottery.
But to be to be so brazenly, I have never heard my be that.
Where have you been?
To say that, I have never heard a pastor say.
I guess. Hey, Vi, Reverend Ike. I'm gonna stop right there.
Reverend Ike said, "Give to me."
That's what I'm saying.
He didn't say not give to the homeless.
Wait a minute now,
he said, Reverend Ike said, give to the homeless and give to me.
Tanya B, the last time I mentioned the, what was the street? My folks, my buddies over on Old National, don't
Old
go
Nasty
there.
Highway, Old Nasty Highway, yeah. Don't thump
They
them
got
again.
nasty. They don't. They.
They got. Oh, like they're gonna take my lunch money? Okay, y'all, come on. If you think you can make me.
I'm just saying.
Come on, come on.
That's what I said. Come on. Talib, what you got, man?
Really,
This
Palestine thing.
Listen, no, Talib.
No.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Biden.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, but that's the reason why false prophets were talked about in the word. It's always been there, and it will always be there because it's an easy way for me to grift.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're dealing with people who are in the frame of mind of thinking, giving of themselves something other than themselves. So in situations like that, it's easy to take advantage,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what they're doing. So, it's not surprising. You see it all the time. The only thing that we can do is try not to be fooled by it. And speaking of not being fooled by anything, I'm not fooled at all by this whole killing of the leader of Hamas. It's time for this to stop. This is what you said. You wanted Hamas to be destroyed. All the leaders of Hamas have been destroyed. So stop it. Stop it. But really what we're seeing is that, the takeover of West Bank and the Gaza Strip has now started. And it's, not to, I mean, you can see what it's about. It's about money. It's about power. It's not about people. This is, and really, I just don't want this on my conscience. It's bad enough that my dollars are going for it in the form, in form of what all this aid that we're giving them. But, it's just that I don't want this on my conscience. This is something that I am totally, totally against. And being that this is a platform that I have to express it.
And you should.
This is sad. It's sad. We have over 45,000 people dead because this guy doesn't want to go to jail.
Yeah. And you know what, Talib? Compare. We got a guy over here.
Exactly.
Same situation. You don't want to go. I mean, honestly, people need to understand, and that's what makes me so adamant outside of any other political campaign ever in my lifetime, because I know the intent. His intent is not to serve. His intent is to avoid jail, one, and then get into office and basically pardon and clear everything so he can move forward. That's what he wants to do.
And that's what I'm saying.
And if you don't see that, then, you are a member of the Pharisees.
Yeah, look, man, Trump is mentally unstable.
Yeah.
He is not mentally or physically able to handle the job of president. Find somebody. You want J.D. Vance? I'll accept the J.D. Vance. At least he's intelligent.
He probably could beat Kamala Harris.
You know what I mean?
Vance.
I mean, but yo, nah, man. That's
another podcast, though.
Right, and this is just getting. He
didn't already effed up, but anyway.
It's just
He got the cat women, man. Go ahead.
I'm just tired of hypocrisy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
The hypocrisy is too much now.
On a real tip, I just want to move forward so we can kind of, I don't know if we'll ever get back. We will never go back to where we, to boring politics. It's always going to be something crazy. Since the Tea Party, it's been crazy. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Hey, y'all, my thing is protect your mental health. There's a lot going on. I've been saying this really since the beginning of this whole campaign. A lot of you, I just recall going back to the time when Hillary lost. If you remember when Hillary lost to Trump, in 2016, the next day, if you were in the workplace, it was like people walking around like zombies, and I think, I'm not saying, I've already made my prediction about how I think the election is going to go. But if it doesn't go the way you want it to go ahead and prepare yourself mentally, even physically, for what may happen, and just let it go. When it's done, it's done. No matter who wins, let it go. And Black Mental Matters, man, is a part of our podcast network. Vincent Makiba Reed Johnson. Go check out our website. Go to castropolis.net. Black Mental Matters podcast is on it. We're going to make it a little bit more pronounced, so when you go on the site, you'll see it. A lot of information, a lot of things they've talked about pertaining to mental health may not necessarily go directly, and they may not mention the campaign and what's going on, but it relates to a lot of what you could be feeling on November 6th. So I think everybody, especially Black people, go ahead, be prepared. Black Mental Matters, the podcast. Go check out a lot of this stuff because, don't be, it's easy to be that way. It's kind of like, you wait for the car for Christmas and you get Matchbox, So, I'm just saying, be prepared. Love your thoughts, y'all. Go to castropolis.net, choose the people poll. You can leave us a voice message on anything we've talked about. I'll play back the best. And thank you all for supporting the podcast. I really appreciate it. We're doing our 25 for 2025 between now and the end of the year. You can go to castropolis.net and you can give, or, you can hit me up and give, but I really appreciate it. Got to say happy birthday, Lady J. Yes, she's the queen of the website, puts it together. My longtime partner in crime, mother of Gen Z and millennial. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And happy 100th, y'all, to the Sweet Auburn Curve Market, man. I am a Grady baby. Y'all been there? Anybody?
Man, I love the food at the Curve Market.
Yeah.
Man, what are you talking about?
They hang up pigs in there.
Yes. Hey, you know what?
I didn't like that part, but
when I was,
Me either.
When I was a kid, because I went to H.R. Butler Elementary School, which used to be, if you know the Selena Butler Park over Fourth Ward, there used to be a school there that they raised, but you can still see they have not built anything over the foundation. The foundation's still there. But we used to go there, for field trips and also go there just, because we were around the corner. And that's what I remember the most, the pigs. The pigs hanging, the hog head in the what do you call it, the display. That's what I remember the most, man. I mean, the pigs hanging. But it's like a butcher. Areas of it look like a butcher shop.
you got chitlins.
But yes, some great memories though, y'all, of that place. Brady Homes, that entire area, man. And I gotta say, keep fresh vegetables in these communities, man. And that's a good way to do it. So kudos to Mayor Dickens and City Council. I think they're putting about over $1 million into renovation to keep the Curve Market. But y'all, I mean, it's the 100th. And I remember when I was a kid, man, how big the Curve Market was, when I was there. Oh, yes. It's been around for a long time. Also this week, y'all, the 7th annual Halloween Top 10 horror show is dropping as a bonus with Spicy Dicey. She's coming back. Yeah, so, she's going to be talking about the Terrifier, which I can't stand. But,
you never know. She finds stuff people forgot about and finds things that people need to know about. So I got to give her 5 on it for that.
Yeah, we do our best stuff for 2024, and there's some good stuff. So thank you so much. Hey, Tanya B, appreciate you as always. Vi the Country Commentator, thank you, sir. He's everywhere.
Papa, me Papa.
Talib, what's up, man? Thank you, bro. Thank you, man, for always putting it down, man.
Appreciate it. You know what? It's funny. Before we go, I was called old timer this week.
By who?
I was called.
He's the youngest one on the show.
Right.
Someone who lived to tell about it.
Hey, I was in shock. You know what I mean?
Somebody checks out the show. Somebody
was like, old timer. I was like,
no, you didn't.
Hey, Talib, it's time to go get our Emmett Smith's juice.
You right there? Yeah.
Get the pill instead. No.
Time to get it, y'all. Time to get it.
So shout out to the 19-year-old dude who called me old timer.
Oh my God.
Even old
they gonna go there. They gonna go there. All right, y'all. We appreciate it. Thanks. And again, just like the 19-year-old was watching us, I got to say thanks to TikTok, man. Definitely go check us out on TikTok. Talib, I know you're on TikTok. I hit you up on TikTok. Tanya B, you got to get on TikTok before.
Yeah.
Hey, And with that, y'all, episode
Going through it
242.
anyway.
It's gonna still be there.
And I'm
Episode
on. I'm just not
240
active. But yeah, okay.
Oh, I got you.
Okay.
I got you. Episode 242 is in the can. Have a great week, y'all. Peace.
Peace
Power
out.
to the people. Have a good week.
Fight the power. Vote, 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 vote.
You've been listening to This is the G Podcast. This is the G Podcast is a production of the Castropolis Podcast Network. Thanks for listening.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Tommy B here from This Is the G Podcast. Castropolis.net needs your help to reach 2025. Donate $25. That's $25 for 2025. Get it? Every penny counts. Head over to Castropolis.net to donate. Thanks for listening, and thanks for your support.